La Magav. This week all our S1 to 3s attended practical workshops on surveying. They were out at Island House. They compared Turnbull's map to the actual landscape to see how accurate the original map was. They heard some old stories connected to Island House, and then they went out to the Hoestone Circle and used techniques and equipment there to measure and plot the stones. Next week, Mr McLean, PT of Maths, will be visiting. Our new timetable starts for S2 to 4 on Monday the 15th. S5 to X6 will start their new courses on the 5th of June. They're welcome to study from home or come into school here to study if that's more productive. SQA exams continue next week with business management and physics. Mrs Cooney has sent home consent forms for the S1 to S2 junior dance in Oban next month. Could we please have them returned to school by Wednesday the 17th of May? Shetevum and dochas could be Joe Herkin Akav Ula. Have a good week.
Our classes have begun their new computer science topics for this term, which has a focus on coding and programming. Pupils were able to use Scratch to design and animate their names this week and have started building their skills using blocks to create and edit an algorithm. On Thursday this week, both primary 5 to 7 classes took part in surveying workshops. They followed in the footsteps of James Turnbull and studied the landscape around Island House and also the Hoestone Circles. They learned to create scale drawings of the site by taking measurements and sightings, and then they sketched and drew up their maps. They also learned about archived documents and heard some local ghost stories. On Friday, our primary 4 and 5 pupils set off for their walk to Heinisch. We hope you have a fantastic night away and we look forward to hearing all about it when you return back to school on Monday. Next week, the timetable changes for the high school, which means a slight change to our PE days. Mrs McIntosh and Miss Campbell's primary 1 to 4 classes will be staying the same as Monday and Fridays, but Mrs McKinnon and I's class will be changing to a Monday and Friday also. And Miss Rankin's primary 5 to 7 class will have their PE on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's starting from next week.
Welcome to Tiree Nursery Weekly News Update. We've had an extremely eventful week this week. The nursery children all boarded a bus together and they visited one of our nursery children's crofts. This followed a wonderful invitation from John's mum and dad. The children and the staff had an absolutely wonderful time. If you look close at the photographs, you can see the lovely smiles on the children's faces as they experienced and discovered so many wonderful things. We'd like to say a big thank you to both Claire and Ian for this wonderful experience. Next week is Book Week in Scotland. We have been preparing lots of wonderful stories to read to the children next week. The children have taken votes and decided which book they would like on each day. Of course, we will also be including our transition story, The Everywhere Bear. The children are really enjoying each other's company, and turn-taking has been one of the features of the work this week. The children have also been further developing their name recognition skills. Using a variety of experiences, the children have really got the hang of this. They have made excellent progress. So our spring theme has finally come to an end, and the children have voted for Under the Sea and On the Beach. During the week, they have shared with their key workers what they already know and what they would like to find out. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you all back in the nursery on Monday morning.